Are we back? Did I get it? What the hell happened? We're back. I gotta see, did it just reopen a new stream thing for YouTube as well? Do I need to go create a new thing for YouTube? I don't know what the fuck just happened. I I checked my network and it was like, it disconnected from a bunch of stuff. I don't know what it was doing. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, so I did restart. Okay, well, we'll have to just fix that later, but... What the fuck is this? Why did it do this? Okay, weird. I am apparently still live on YouTube, so I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. My internet just decided to shit itself. I don't have a clue why. We'll have to fix this later. Hopefully it creates its own proper thing like it's supposed to. Alright, let's see. Let's go finish getting all this stuff, clearing all my pings. I was doing the fucking... this thing. See if I can't figure this out now. Left to fall. And then again to this way to fall down again. Well, see, now that's a problem. How do I do that? What if we go... bam, and it falls over here. Then one... It's doing forever? Yeah, I feel like this is going to be annoying. Okay, that's not correct. We have to get it to go down whenever that actually happens. So what do I... 1, 2, 1, down, over, over, over. That's probably what it is there. Or it's probably something like that. How do I get it? Let's see. 1, 2... Then that. 1, 2, down, over. Well, that didn't fucking work. Let's do that. And that would fall. That. Down. Over. And then I guess... over. I need to be able to get down in like 2. Is what that is. Like I need to get over there in 2. So it should be easier to do. So this, down. Okay, if I drop this way. Yeah, I don't have the means to do that here. What the fuck? How do you even do that? I feel like... wait. Because it has to end on that, so I have to be able to... I think I have to, like, path it here at the top somehow. But then it has to go down at some point in time. So I either have to go down... think I have another idea. I might have to go down on the other one here. It says, dude. And it would fall. And it goes over one. And over, down, over. Shit, that probably was it. Fuck, and I just didn't place it correctly. So, left 3, right 2, down right. This might actually be it. I just gotta figure out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, down there. Okay. So we have to do it in, not the first one, but the return back. Somehow. How do we get down there fast enough for that? I don't... That surely isn't the way to do that. That's so weird. Maybe... Okay, that. Okay. Let's go! All right. There we fucking go. I had to figure it out for a second. Easy! I'm rubbing my brain cells together today. We got this shit. I say easy, but that was actually like one of the harder ones, I think. Definitely was not easy. I knew we'd figure it out eventually, though. Yeah, this place is definitely a simulation. That seems absolutely correct. Keep running, don't stop. Don't worry about me stopping to, you know, solve a puzzle for like 5 minutes. Don't concern yourself with that. Not important. It's him, Lord Finan. What in the world happened? We don't know either. We're just as confused as you guys. Alright, dude. Come on. I guess we're fighting. How did they... Dusk has descended as ordained. Clones, illusions. Nothing but cheap tricks to help you hide in the shadows. The sky has returned to its rightful place. This world must be reset. What are they talking about? The end you seek is also the miracle of Genesis. If so, you should be sitting alongside the Christ as heirs. Why do you hinder us, Flame Reaver? Dusk has descended as ordained. Must reset. They just keep repeating themselves like that. Its words won't work. Or if words won't work, then we can only express our resolve with our blades. We shoulder the fates and futures of too many people. We will not fall here. Let's go! Oh, hello! Boyfriend came to save us. I'll leave this to Castros and me? Oh, hell yeah, Castros is helping us. Cass managed to help us from beyond the grave. I knew we could rely on Cass. That was really close. It's too early to relax. The Flame Reaver is a master of art. Master in the art of deceit. Even Mightymost might not be able to restrain them. I never thought I would leave him alone on the battlefield twice. But now it's time to be thinking about this. Chibi didn't follow us. Did she intend to stay behind to help Mighty? So can you still run? Protect us, Skyfather, save us. Someone's calling for help. Over there. Budget creatures are threatening the people. We can stand by and watch. Let's do this quickly. Oh, they're gonna lock me into this thing. That rainbow barrier. That Hyacinth's power. Yeah, we got Hyacinth too? Hell yeah. I gotta find my YouTube edit video. Trying to let this like fix itself while I like update this. Save that. And analytics where we want to be. No, shit. How do I get back to my thing? I don't know how to get into this. I'm trying to figure out how to get back into like my actual YouTube thing. I think maybe this button. Let's take me to the recent one. I hope this is the right one. Yeah, there we go. I got it working. Alright, well, let's go deal with this. Everyone, you're all safe for now. Thank you, Lord Finan. It is someone else who deserves your thanks. Those black-tech creatures just now couldn't reach this barrier. This energy feels familiar, like the luminous arts that Hyacinth uses to treat people, but it's much more powerful. Looks like she did it. Yeah. Citizens, my companions and I can't stay long. Before reinforcements arrive, please do not step outside this barrier. This is a miracle left by the demigod Hyacinth. Please trust her conviction. Miss Hyacinth has also become a demigod like Lady Aglaya. We understand. We will not leave her protection until you return, Lord Finan. I won't make empty promises. I might not be able to return in the near future. But even if there's no perfect solution, I will make a choice that fulfills this mission. Again, he's so focused on the mission concerning Kevin behavior. But I guess we'll continue along. People in market must also be suffering. Yeah, everything's fucked, Kevin. Up, Cartonis. A nice of Finan's man's to come save him in the end. I know, right? Cartonis, hang in there. Return, Finan. Burning the holy city is to resist. I did all I could. You shouldn't be on the front line of your age, Grand Craftsman. Where are the citizens? What's the situation like at Memorial Market? Organizing their escape, the Holy City guards are, but where to flee to, no one knows. Descended from the sky, the rainbow barrier did, protected the people, but alleviated the fear it could not. I fear this Amphoresis' end, Cartonis. There's only one way to save our home. Finally come true, the Skyfather's prophecy. Go, for miracle deliverer, you shall become. One more thing there is. Waiting at the vortex of Genesis, Lady Trinan is. Kefli's core flame is safe, she said. Trinan. Black-tide creatures, prepare for battle! Urgent the situation is. Leave them to me, the monsters. But died I should have. Kept me here, the power of the rainbow light did. But if destined, inescapable death is, why not leave behind some glory? Finan really does have like sad puppy energy, doesn't he? You've been forging nothing but glory your entire life, old friend. For others and for yourself, may you never see the slightest glimpse of war in the new world. Puppy eyes. Yeah, he looks like a sad dog. Woof woof. Farewell, Grand Craftsman. Craftsman, I can't speak today. Let us depart to the Chrysos Heir's baths. Time for bath! For battle, these hands were not meant, but to protect the Holy City's future, they are needed. To the final moment, I will fight. Don't said that Trinan had news of the core flame. As expected, Miss Cypher did not fail her mission. The crisis air is bath, not a soul here. Those translucent structures are here too. These buildings, I can feel it. Their memories are dissipating. Buildings have memories too. See, now that's actually kind of interesting that she says this, because like I guess like her lie was covering up all like Cypher's lie was covering all of the destruction. It was keeping everything alive after Kefli's like thing failed. So like I suppose you could argue that in part it was always kind of destroyed, and now we're only seeing the memories of what it was like in its heyday, in the time when Cypher's lie was still convincing everyone that things were fine. That's kind of interesting. That may not be what they were intending, but I like that as an interpretation of it. I'm not sure. In any case, none of this feels right. The textures of memories are preserved within all things in Euphorius. Even a single brick or tile holds countless traces of the past. There are no citizens trapped here, or any signs of black-tide creatures. We have no reason to linger here. Let's head downstairs. The bath chamber isn't far away. I guess we're taking the elevator, huh? I probably could look around for more stuff, and there probably is more stuff, but I'm not worried about it. Bathwaters are conveying sorrow and despair in ways I can barely comprehend. I'm getting a vague sense of foreboding here. What do you mean vague? There's a pretty obvious sense of foreboding here. What do you mean? What do you mean vague? What are you talking about, Biden? They caught up to us. Don't tell me that might, eh? What's up, dude? You guys going ahead. I'll shore up the rear. No. Finan. Take Stella to the Vortex of Genesis. I will stay here and hold them off. We're like totally unvague and blatantly foreboding, right? Danhong, you. Do not hesitate, Finan. You still shoulder the mission of Aranova. We don't know what the Flame Reaver has any clones up ahead. Stella, stay close to Finan and keep him safe. Yeah, we gotta protect Kevin. Euphorians often speak of destiny. The destiny of the Trailblaze is to bind the life and death of every world to our own existence. Such a hasty farewell, I won't allow it. I like the music too. This is a farewell. Don't worry. I'll do everything in my power to survive. Time running out. Everything will be reset. I mean, the Flame Reaver really has no interest in you. You don't have a core or anything. So, in theory, he should be fine. Look at that, Stella gets to talk. You better keep your word, Danhong. You cannot die here. We don't see Stella talk too often, but I like when she does. I wish they'd pay the voice actors to read off her weird, insane shit. Wherever there's flowing water, I can harness its powers to purge the filth. Look at him entering his Dragon Boy form. This power, unfamiliar. Who are you? Even if I were just a passing traveler, I would not hesitate to lay down my life to protect the unfamiliar world beneath my feet. This is the destined course that a trailblazer cannot escape. I am a nameless, and what I'm going to do is to defend all the hopes that are on the verge of fading away. Follow me. Everyone gets their dramatic lines this time, huh? What are you two doing? Lord Finan. Finally, you're back. Even in such desperate times, you still managed to keep your promises to me. I am grateful beyond words. Finan, what is this? The Flame Reaver is wreaking havoc in the city, and they still have many clones. Zeph, please get someone to inform Kratos, and have him lead the most elite guards to defend the city's passages. Until I complete the core flame ritual, please do everything you can to rescue the citizens of the city. Understood, Lord Finan. Several citizens are trapped in the Garden of Life and are temporarily seeking refuge under Hyacinth's barrier. Can you dispatch some people to evacuate them? Though I also don't know where to shelter them. Leave this to us, Lord Finan. Just focus on your own mission. Alright, as for Stella and Dan Hong, I also leave them to you. Are you hiding something from me, Finan? Yeah, what the fuck is going on? My apologies, Stella. I acted on my own this time. I prepared for the worst before the fight against Aquila. Even if there came a day when Akuma was taken by the Black Tide, as long as we defeated Aquila, lifting the sky's curse, you and Dan Hong would at least have a chance to get home safely. The progress bar is already at 95% and you're leaving me on a cliffhanger? I know this is hard to accept, but even if it means being resented for the rest of my life, I still have to be responsible for you. Friend, you and Dan Hong taught me the spirit of trailblazing. The best decision I have ever made in my life was when I followed my intuition and chose to trust you. Dan Hong told me many stories about the adventures of the Nameless. Two of them left a deep impression on me. Bellabog and Penacony. Of course fucking Penacony would resonate with Kevin. When Penacony's basically just Project Stigma. Of course. Of course it would resonate with you. Did Dan Hong also tell you the conversation I had with Akron? But the fact that you're basically just you're a version of a person she's already killed? And Welt also helped kill? God, I can't wait for like Welt and Akron to like show up. I need them to interact with Kevin because both of them are gonna have some fucking words to say. They're gonna have some shit to say. I can't wait for it. The Versary taught me that the fate of a world should be in the hands of its people. And even if the Nameless are willing to risk everything for an unfamiliar world, in the end you still have to embark on a new journey and go to the next world that needs saving. Should have called him Kevin. Yeah, because he is Kevin. Look at him. This is a Kevin. Like, Akron and Welt are going to look at him and be like, this bitch. Because you remember how, like, Welt reacted to seeing Locha? He's like, fuck. God damn it. I gotta deal with this motherfucker again. Like, he was so triggered. Imagine how Acheron and Welt are gonna respond when they meet Finan. Because they're gonna have some fucking words for this Kevin. They're gonna have some issues. And I can't wait to see it. I'm so here for it. Though, I suppose, like, as far as Star Rail's, like, narrative is concerned, Acheron's only gonna show up when the planet's about to die. Because she is, like, the emanator of nihility. And nihility is the inevitability of death. So I guess if the planet's gonna die, she's sort of like the herald for that. Hence the name. I mean, it tracks. As far as Welt is concerned, I just want him here. I just want him around. I want to see what he has to say. Because that's your mission, the path that you follow. Imagine Welt realizing that not only did he have to deal with it, he knows Acheron had to deal with it, and now he has to deal with it again, twice! 2 planets in a row! I know, I'd be so mad. Imagine this from like Welt's perspective, like he went to Penacony, recognized that it was Project Sigma 2 Electric Boogaloo, and you meet a May variant who's like, yeah, I also fought a version of that man in my world, except everyone died and then I had to kill him as the only survivor, and became basically the guardian of death. And then you go to the next planet only to see the same shit happening again. And you're like, God damn it, we can't escape. It's the same shit, different day. In the second story, Dono told me about a few Nameless who sacrificed their lives for the prison world. I know very well that the two of you are willing to make the same choice for Emphorius. After hearing these stories, I made up my mind. I won't let your journey end here. Somewhere beyond the sky where Emphorians have never reached, there are many people waiting for you to come home. I'm back in the fucking building again! Exactly. I need that clip as a redeem. That's absolutely how it's going to be, though. The prophecy has always remained shrouded in ambiguity. Even if the 12th core flame is returned, no one knows how the Iranova will manifest, let alone if the miracle will extend its favor to 2 visitors from beyond the sky. Before stepping into a fate unknown, the last thing I can do is help you return to your family. And even if we ignore the prophecy, we can't go back now. Please don't worry, Stella. Lord Finan has already trusted Elder Lygus to fix your transport. Lady Trinan's Century Gate is open on the main street outside of Akima's walls. I'm sorry for making such an unreasonable request of you all, but we live in an imperfect age where there is never a perfect choice. You're trying to stop for coming back like that. A hero doesn't do everything alone. You change something for yourself. I have a right to witness the end of this trailblaze, which is kind of funny. Don't try and stop me from coming back like that. Every one of us has the right to make our own choices. You can't accept my decision on your behalf. Use your choice to open a new path. That's what you're best at, right? Regardless, Don Hong is still holding on for his life. Don't keep him waiting too long, Stella. One day, I hope we reunite under the constellations. When that time comes, we can hold a belated victory feast. How about that? You promised me food, I'll hold you to it. That's how you win me over, is give me food. The spirit water's dried up. That's why there's nothing going right. Calm down, there might be another way in. Close to the ritual basin, the other Chrysos airs. Snowy. Hi, Trina. I thought you'd be waiting at the 14th of Genesis. Are you alright? When Alchemist's night descended, all the spirit water dried up along with it. We anticipated that you'd be on the edge, so we came ahead to wait for you. You're always the ones who knew me best. Carefully score flame. You know where it is? Yes, little Psyche protected the core flame well. No one would be able to guess where she stashed it. Bartolos, you can come out. Ah, that's why Bartolos was different earlier. I don't have to pretend to be an envelope anymore. That was suffocating. Bartolos, what in the world? Hey, you better watch your tone, brat. That core flame that the entire world was after is currently nestled in the depths of my bottomless tummy. Gross. So that's, okay, at least I explained why Bartolos didn't help Cypher. Because he was. She dispatched him on a mission. Good job. Something was unexpected. Your reaction is too composed. It's completely different from what I was anticipating. Bartolos, Snowy still doesn't know the truth behind Akuma's eternal daylight. Ah, you're right. You better strap in and listen up, brat. That girl, Cyphra, spun a grand lie that deceived all of Enforius. She tricked all of you into believing that that giant ball on Kepler's back would cast light over Akuma forever. Not just that, she even managed to fool that dumb Ascension trial and allowed me, the great Zagreus, to survive. Hey, brat. You still have no reaction from you. Dang it, you're no fun at all. I'm sorely disappointed. So, for the last 1,000 years, what maintained Akuma's eternal daylight was not Kefli's miracle, but Cypher's lie woven using the divine authority of trickery. But now, the lie has come undone, which means you didn't guess wrong. Cypher has already passed, and all her lies have scattered to the winds like ash. But you just said you, Zagreus, relied on Cypher's lie to keep on living. If she is already... You're not as smart as I thought, brat. Don't forget, I am one of the 12 Titans of Enforius. And this core from my belly, it is not the core that maintains a Titan's life and divinity. Or is it not? Yeah, that makes sense. So you're going to hand the core flame over to us, just like that? Just so. How about it? Let's hear some groveling gratitude, eh? Why? In the myth, Zagreus was the most cowardly and shameful of the Titans. Hey, stop slandering with those fabricated tales. Our pursuits are far greater than one measly life. Let me tell you then, my lifelong ambition was to work with Cypher to conjure the greatest trick in the world. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities, and no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. But with an exquisitely brilliant scheme, we fooled all the fools, villains, and disasters of this world, and achieved that 1 in 100 million possibility. This is the miracle I wish to achieve in my life's pursuit, even at the cost of turning into this. Take the core flame with you, brat. Go and finish your mission. Remember this well. What saved Enforius wasn't the grace that simpleton Kefli, nor was it the babbling of that child Orynyx. It was the divine power of me, scorned by all, and the millennium-long lie of a cat-eared thief. Hell yeah! Give Cypher her proper fucking credit. The goat. Or should I say, the cat. Hit. No problem. Zagreus takes out the core flame that belonged to Kefli, which was hidden in their stomach. Their divine body, reduced to the form of a spirit thief, disappears into dust. Their unbridled laughter fades away with the world. Or with the wind, I guess. Strife, death, trickery. So those signs, deemed as harbingers of calamity, will also leave behind marks in the tales of deliverance. Another one bites the dust. Yep, Zagreus is dead, Cypher's dead, Aglaya's dead. They're all dying one by one. With this, the final core flame can be returned to its rightful place. The spirit water in the holy city has all dried up. We can try to break the sealing magic of Phaedos' priests and use the Century Gate to send you into the vortex of Genesis. But that will likely exhaust any remaining power of Yanis that we have. After that, the rest is up to you, Snowy. Farewells. I've almost grown numb to them at this point. Right now, I can't even utter a plain goodbye. It's very Flame Chaser of them. Yeah, it really is. I mean, none of this is surprising to me at all. A, because Twitter spoiled a bunch of this stuff for me, but also because even if I hadn't been spoiled by Twitter, I'm very familiar with the Flame Chase journey and the Flame Chasers of Impact 3rd, and you know what? It did not end well for any of them motherfuckers either. So, I'm not really surprised. Destiny's what it is. Yeah, it's the same fate as all of them. They always follow the same fate. Snowy. Don't worry, Trinan. I'm no longer the empty shell that Aglaya brought back to Akuma. For every companion who couldn't reach the end, their conviction to save the world became a part of me, piecing together the soul I once lost. I lost my home village, but you, Aglaya, and everyone else created a second home for me. Now that this home is also in danger, it is my turn to repay your kindness and create a new world that can carry everyone's wishes. I hope that in the new world, a new sun will rise, bringing one dawn after another to all. Snowy, you've grown into the person Aggie always dreamed of. Indeed, we don't need to say goodbye here. Because even without the prophecy, we have the confidence to say you will become that rising sun. And all of us, we will see each other again tomorrow. Glad you won't spoil with the great lie. Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't spoiled for that either, because that's really good. That's really good. That makes me love Cypher even more. I already liked her anyway. I knew I was going to like Cat Grill. But, like, the story part of that makes her, like, easily the best fucking character now. So good. Second only to my obligatory one, which is Lesbian Jesus. Obviously, we love her, but we haven't seen how they're going to handle her in this game yet. So, for right now, Cypher's my favorite. Oh, shit. That's a problem. Bye, boyfriend. All shall bid farewell to one. That person alone will witness the miracle. Let's go leave a mark. Such is destiny. Become the dawn. Delicious. Well. Oh, hello, Herta! What the fuck are you doing here? Burning skies, shattered statues, corpses strewn everywhere. What a mess. If this is what the inside of Amphorius looks like, it's truly shocking. To be honest, I wasn't initially skeptical, but right now I'm starting to see your point. Screwy. Oh, hello, Screwlum. If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature of Amphorius? Let's not expand on that topic just yet. Let Inteleron, Lygus, was it? He's not completely dead. That was probably a fake body. Something behind it is still defying us. I must admit, even if both of us work together, it wouldn't be a simple task piercing through its defenses. For now, we can only observe this world as bystanders. I knew we should have brought Steven along. No one in the Garden of Recollection wanted to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the Garden emerged unscathed, and it was the Nameless who got burnt. Curiosity definitely killed the Aki. That big guy over there, the black ball spewing meteors. You think he's got anything to do with the Lord Ravager? Alas, without sufficient computational power in this stream projection, I'm unable to analyze the path energy. Suggestion. The immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the two nameless. Switch priority on the destruction can be lowered. Every second counts. Before the Teleron's preventative measures kick in. Alright, stop making a fuss. How many times have we collaborated? When did it ever not end in a perfect outcome? I love her confidence. Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing Memo Keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Emvorius. Oh? Huh. Okay. If time allows, I will also investigate March 7th's whereabouts. Herta, do you hear that? A wave of desperate cries from the heart of the mountain city. The lives there are undergoing intense suffering. Conclusion. The butterfly has already flapped its wings and an impending storm closes in. The nameless are important allies and you and I have matters to attend to. Herta, I beseech you. In moments when a choice needs to be made, one must not be distracted due to personal interests. Of course I know that. Tisk. Fate really is a game of dice, Screwy. Who would have thought? That thing once sowed chaos across the cosmos, causing the Intelligentsia Guild to splinter and disintegrate. It wasn't until I cracked the solitary waves theory that its lingering effects were put to an end. Yet, in a forgotten corner of the cosmos, one slipped through the net and remained operational. And it was this machine that eventually became the cradle for the birth of a certain Lord Ravager. The source of Emvorius' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day. So that's the anti-life equation thing? Okay. I have to read up about what the fuck that's about, but... Dun dun dun! Oh! Okay, so, tangent. Now we got a good look at Kefali. Remember way the fuck back when we were still doing a Hyacinth thing, we saw, like, the mural? We couldn't figure out what it was. Notice that Kefali also resembles it. So maybe, like, that was just a really alien depiction of Kefali, or a version of Kefali from cycles past. That's interesting. It has, like, the same Valkyrie helmet thing. It's got the four arms stuff going on. That could also be a thing, too. Would make more sense than just, you know, the swarm stuff. The swarm thing was a weird coincidence, I guess. I don't remember much about the anti-life equation stuff, but I'm guessing rogue robots trying to kill shit. But why that would trap a Lord Ravager of all things? Maybe it intends to, like, weaponize him. But if it's serving as a prison for him, why would an anti-life equation thing give a shit about stopping Lord Ravager whose goal is to fuck shit up? So, I guess I have a lot of questions about that. And that comes from just a gap in my own knowledge about the Emperor Scepter and stuff. That's a problem. Oh, they've censored his name. So, obviously, Fine is not his real name. This is what the world looked like originally? And what are you doing here? Answer my question, Lygus. Well, I mean, we know why he's here. I remembered nothing about the anti-organic equation when I got to this. Had to look it up after. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up more into that too, because I know that's like a simulated universe thing, and I didn't read much about it. I think it's specifically tormenting the prisoner, fine, and over to form them into a Lord Ravager to lead destruction. Well, like, if they're trying to form him into one, then, like, why would Lygus specifically say that it's a prison for a Lord Ravager? If he's not one yet, like, why would that be a thing to try to create one? I felt there'd be easier ways to do that. But I guess we'll figure that out in time. Alright, Emanator of... whatever. Another hero has arrived at the Vortex. I can no longer remember how many times this has happened. The author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays their pen at this point. Just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design, ends here. There being in all caps means an eon. So he's an emanator of Nous as well, so erudition. So in accordance to Nous's primordial design, probably. No need to panic, Lord Finan. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose, to witness the prophecy's miracle of Genesis. You never expressed interest in the Flame Chase journey. My companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the core flames. You've never so much as lifted a finger. An indifferent observer, an anti-Catherian, who is neutral till the end. Why would you suddenly express concern for the Chrysos heir's mission? I think you mistake concern and curiosity. When that lone sword master left everything behind, plunging into the sea of madness. So, the previous Kevin. I was on the shore listening. When that mighty lord shed his armor, filling the crevices of the earth with his iron bones, I was on the mountaintop gazing down. Across 1,000 years of the Flame Chase journey, I have witnessed... Oh, he's probably talking about the previous, like, Titans, not previous Finance. I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with my own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too, having bathed in the gaze of a distant stars, so as Lycus is the overseer for the scepter. I think he's the new Rupert, trying to use Lord Ravager as a toll obstruct. Okay, that would make sense. So, as an emanator of that, he's seen the deepest, darkest destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes. The gaze of distant stars. One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard this observer and finish what you must, Lord Finan. I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they all who passed never once received the justice promised by the prophecy. The scepter carries the equation virus. If you're infected by the virus, you propagate Rupert's full consciousness, you become the new Rupert. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I have perceived, outside the vortex, the world is collapsing and the children of humanity are crying. But you, Lord Finan, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing all things into a grey unknown. It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind waiting for us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart. So, anyone thinks they can control Lord Ravager's delusional? Yeah, you're not wrong about that one, Anne. I agree. Also, I think this is an important thing to note too. This line right here. If what lies ahead is a massive chaos, I will tear it apart. If the if the Flame Reaver is a previous cycle's Kevin, then it would make sense why he's antagonist now. Because he sees the chaos of the same thing happening again, and he's like, well, I made a vow, I'm gonna get rid of this shit. So Kevin is yet again doing the same fucking thing. He's gonna become the Flame Reaver of the next era again. How many times has he done this? We'll usher in the first ray of blazing sun. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. Oh? Oh? Hold on a minute. Yeah, this time... Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The fucking music, I know, I recognize that song. I know what that is. I know what that is! That's straight up Ellie's theme from like her animation. Let's fucking go! My girl! Lesbian Jesus! Oh, I'm so excited. Is it you? Oh, shut up, Lygus! Shut up! Our Lady's here! Oh, I'm ready. Oh, look at her. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. Yeah, Krail, you know! Let's go! You think so too, right? She's literally quoting what Ellie says in the animation! It's verbatim! She's literally just repeating it. To be continued, you're gonna show me my girl and then you're gonna just abandon me on that? How dare you? How dare you taunt me like this? How fucking dare you bring my girl to me only to leave me on that? Oh, I'm gonna fight you. What's the guy who writes this? Shaoji? When I catch you? When I catch you? When I catch you? I'm gonna fucking fight. You show me my girl. I'm waiting the entire fucking like last 4 patches for this. You're gonna show me her and then taunt me like this? I'm gonna fucking fight. She literally quotes the verbatim thing that Ellie says when the Elisa remark starts and ends. They're gonna play true at me, and then they're just gonna show her and then end it? How fucking dare you? How dare you show my favorite character? How dare you? Me when I get you, when I fucking get you. When I get you. Alright, I guess we're gonna read what Finest message is. I'm so upset. I'm happy that we get to see Alicia finally. I'm so fucking excited. But also, this is where you're gonna leave me? How dare? I'm so mad. When I get you, miHoYo. If it was Mineta standing here, would he be wiser and more capable than me, right? After Aglaia departed, these words wouldn't stop echoing in my head. It was something I couldn't escape from, and also something I absolutely refused to utter. How could I be worthy of my comrades and allies' trust? What right have I to stand upon her shoulders and guide others? These questions remain unanswered. But there is no time for doubt. The first enemy the Dawnmaker must vanquish is the hesitation and sorrow that I have shadowed in me this far. That is why I resolved to aid you during your return. Even if it's incomprehensible, even if this means I must impose my will on you, I have to see it done. Because the promise of Era Nova is unclear, to you, who came from beyond Amphorius, its influence cannot be predicted. After I cleansed my doubt, I find that this is the right decision, born from the depths of my heart. The prophecy claimed that only one person can reach the final end of the Era Nova. Please forgive me for stealing your chance to witness the miracle. My friend, it's because of the prophecies made by Lady Tribby and the crisis heirs made it today. And so, even if we must face the scenes from the promised age, I cannot risk bringing you with me. Thinking back, maybe the only thing I did right in this life is choosing to trust you, and becoming friends with you all. I faintly feel that perhaps the greatest miracle of Amphorius isn't so much the secrets hidden within the Vortex of Genesis, but rather the instant that you and Dan Heng descended from the sky. You are the hero of my heart, Stella. If the next life comes to pass, no matter what I become, I will make sure the world remembers the miracles of the Trailblaze. But, I mean, if you don't approve of my solitary decision and plans to create a new path with myself towards a future that no one could imagine, you'll always find a way to break the rules, right? He's emotionally cheating on Minemos. I know. How dare you cheat on Minemos? I can't be your lover, Finan. Mine needs you. You have to reincarnate your boyfriend. Now we can discuss freely. Yeah, there's a lot to discuss here. There is a lot going on. Like, Ellie's finally here? Oh, what is this? Awaken. A doze fly. Oh, this must be our new thing for this thing now that everything's different. Glaia's garment maker. The ornate clad Droma is visiting Lady Glaia recently. Give instructions for leaving. Typical of him. He still loves giving unsolicited advice. Admittedly, his words held merit. Your minds are too clouded to see the answer before your eyes. Fucking Anaxa's still here. We still can't get rid of him. He's been dead for like 2 streams. And he's still here. So dramatic. His preambles remain endless. I need to repeat that part. Simply channel the Time Titan's power into the golden threads, bind the nymph's limbs, and it can be recalled back anywhere, anytime. I tested this with the nymph you touched before. It works. From now on, once you touch the same nymph, you won't lose track of it again. You can recall them through me. Come here when needed. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, though. Let's see. Complete the trailblazing mission. I did it. I did the thing I was supposed to. I'm not going to do the fucking drift thing. Fuck that. We'll do that later on my own time. Let's see. What else we got? We have achievements. Let's see. Messages from this. Oh, we got a text from the Astral Express. That's new. Everyone, the Tranquil Internet Force is still out of contact. March 7th condition all seems to be getting worse. The world is doomed! Gotta go now. Good night, night, and thank you for sticking out through it. Assumption on your end, Welt. Things are going well so far. Heard invited Scrum to assist us, and we've had a detailed chat in the exclusion zone. Both geniuses contributed with their knowledge. We're now closer to clearing up the mystery surrounding Euphorius. However, there's a lot of unexpected information. It's hard to explain everything through text. I'll send you the meeting notes as a video right now. Understood. Can I watch if I go to the space station? Help me out, Space Anchor. I want to head to the space station and check out the meeting records too. Message failed to send. Fucking when I catch you. Alright, Mem? You got anything to say about this, Mem? You want to tell me how you're fucking Alicia? Explain! So, running theory is obviously this is a simulation. That's pretty obvious. I think, yeah, that's they've been hinting that for a while. So, but also the cycle where the world will likely reset after Era Nova and start again. There's a few things of note here. The crisis heirs who we know are dead, despite knowing we'll meet them in the future. So I think we'll see the entire thing actually just fully restart at some point too. Yeah, that's not really too surprising. Because, like, how else would we get, like playable Finan, right? If we're, like, at this cliffhanger, we haven't met, like, Cyrene fully yet. We've only seen a brief glimpse of her. We would have to move into the new era and see new renditions of these characters, or these Titans, whatever it is. And have to meet the new Crisis heirs, or whatever their equivalency is. But I feel like because we're here, things are going to go differently than just running for, like, 1,000 years before the world flame dies again, or whatever. That seems like that doesn't seem too unreasonable, I don't think. But we also have to keep in mind that, like, there's also outside forces that are going to start fucking with it. Like Herta and Skrullum and the Astral Express are going to be messing with things. We've got whatever the fuck Black Swan's after. We have no idea what her deal is. So, whatever they want, we're going to start seeing a lot of that stuff, which is probably going to throw the history that would normally repeat as is off the rails. We should see us in Euphorius' past with the age before we've seen now, but I suspect that, unlike resets that happened before, Finan also retains his memory this time, leading to new events. I mean, that's possible too. I'm thinking, if we use like Honkai Impact 3rd as a reference, every age that happened, because remember that was on cycles as well. The cycles were created and like they always ended with the Hersha finality descending and then resetting time back 50,000 years. It would go through its whole thing and do it again. We don't know how many cycles Earth actually went through before the events of the game actually take place. And the other thing that we can say somewhat safely is that there's like a degree of like between each cycle reincarnation that happens between the cycles, but the cycles don't necessarily follow the exact same history and events. They are tweaks and variations, but certain cities and other things might still exist. a lot of the Elysian Realm stuff references the Mu continent, which is, in real life, it's like a fictional lost continent like Atlantis or whatever. But in the context of the Elysian Realm, the Mu continent was a real thing. It was something that did exist. So, like, the world changed, the history changed, the languages changed, but there's still a similar fate that the world follows anyway. So, what's very likely to happen here is we might see a new world, a new idea of the stuff, or we'll see the process of, like, how the world would be created, but we're not going to see necessarily the whole era in its entirety. We might just meet, like, new renditions, new characters, new ideas that are showing that whole thing up. I also wonder if Acheron will show up, leading to her knowledge of origin and end to help us resolve what's happening. I think Acheron actually is supposed to show up. I think she's supposed to be there. And Acheron, they haven't really, like, explained this very well, I don't think, but Acheron does have some equivalency to the Herrscher of Origin authority, which, remember, controls fate. That's what, at least, like, why Alicia's role was so important in Impact 3rd was that, like, as the Herrscher of Origin, her authority affects fate. It affects that. And it was able to dissolve the threads of fate that controlled Earth's future to let a new era choose a different path than what was slated by fate. But Ellie did this at the sacrifice of herself. So, if Acheron shows up, she has some authority of this, but, like, this world also has an Alicia. We have an Ellie. Ellie has to die to sacrifice herself for humanity. So we might end up seeing May. What I think would be very interesting is if Acheron shows up. What I think would be really neat is to have Acheron and Cyrene talk, because I desperately need to see that. But also I want to see Acheron play the role of mentor for Ellie in a way that we did not see in the Elysian Realm stuff, like kind of swapping their roles a bit. Like, say they were to, I don't know, kill off Acheron and have her pass the authority of origin to Ellie, and then have Alicia dissolve the threads of fate in Euphorius and resolve the matters that way through her own sacrifice. That could be an interesting way of doing that. Will they do that? I don't know. I don't think we're close enough to say for sure how this is going to go. I mean, Euphorius is still supposed to go on to, like, what, 3-7? So we have a lot of shit to get through before we get to the end of whatever Euphorius is heading towards. So I don't fucking know. I think what we saw with Castor was actually Acheron, not a vision or anything. That was actually the real her there talking to us at that time. I don't think they're going to kill off the May variant. Probably not. I feel like Acheron's role currently is like a Herald of Death. But her having connections to Alicia, her having connections to Kevin, I feel like it would be weird not to include her. If they killed her off, I wouldn't be really surprised, but it would feel a little bit odd, I think, unless, again, because we have, like, what, four more patches, maybe 4 or 5 patches before Euphorius is done. So they might actually be able to earn that kind of sacrifice for her character, which I think would actually be kind of interesting, because Acheron can't taste anything